Hey guys, so as I promised, I just wanted to do a quick little camera comparison here between the Moto Z Play phone at the top here and the OnePlus 3 phone. And for those of you wondering why I don't have the OnePlus 3T, it's because OnePlus takes its time to release things here. So we have got it on order though, so it should be coming shortly. But I just wanted to have a look at the camera here with these two, and you can see this is basically a mixture of shots taken out and about as well as internally. So starting off in like indoors conditions, you can see I think the quality is very good actually on the Moto Z Play. Is it exemplary? I'd probably say not. But you know, for the daytime shooting, there wasn't really that much difference when it came to the quality here. When we're moving on to the more colourful shots, you can see again very comparable here with the OnePlus 3, and also the outdoors HDR shot, very high quality. I think the actual shutter is very fast. Sometimes it does miss the focus though, compared to the OnePlus 3. I did have to make sure it was focused. I noticed a little bit more than on the OnePlus 3. But in terms of the zoomed shot, very detailed as well. Probably a little bit more detailed even than the OnePlus 3 on the ducky shot. I'd say the bokeh shots still go to the OnePlus 3 when it comes to the level of detail in the background as well as the brightness a little bit. But you know, you're still going to have good close-up shots, I think, with the Moto Z. So we did do a few low light shots as well, like in night time, and I think this is where it's got the most criticism, the actual shooter. But I've got to say, I didn't really see much massive problem with the low light shooting. It's still leagues ahead of earlier generation Motorola handsets. Some shots I'd say that it's a little bit brighter than what you're getting on the OnePlus 3. But I think the OnePlus 3 holds the details a little better in the background. There is a little bit more noise with the shots on the Moto Z if we do like look in the background. So probably the low light is the area where it will struggle a little bit, but I think for most people just taking shots out and about, they'll be quite happy with the results here with this phone. I've got to say, I'm quite happy with it. It automatically detects when there's a night scene as well, so obviously it configures the settings for you without much intervention. So it's a solid shooter, the Moto Z Play, but it's not going to win any awards for being like comparing against some other handsets of a similar price here. I think the OnePlus does go toe to toe with it still, and maybe even the OnePlus 3T will give you even better performance because they have made some improvements apparently to certain things. So but I wasn't disappointed with it at the same time. I felt it was quite good generally, and as I said, the actual camera software is quite intuitive here. You don't have to actually mess around with anything when it comes to the night shooting, and surprisingly enough there is actually 4K video recording, because usually you don't actually see that with the like mid-range kind of handsets here. So if we just show you on the settings, you can see we get 4K Ultra HD. That is pretty amazing. And in terms of the actual quality, I found it to be pretty good actually. I'd put it on par with the Moto X Pure, which also had fantastic 4K video. Like the stabilization was pretty awesome. It's very smooth, very comparable to the OnePlus 3 really. I didn't notice that much of a difference, but you can make your mind up yourself if you think it's quite good. I think really most smartphone cameras are getting to the point where they're very good, and you're not going to be noticing that much difference between them all. But I think generally, if a phone has optical image stabilization, it definitely, you can see it on like higher end models like iPhone 7, and some other handsets have mind-blowingly good 4K video. So you're probably not going to get that level of quality, but as I said, for the general kind of consumer here, they'll be pretty happy with the experience. I do wish Moto would give us probably a full manual mode. It would be nice. I think you do get a bit of manual modes here on the OnePlus 3, but I think they just want to keep the experiences, you know, clean and easy to use as possible. So maybe that is the focus there. So yeah, you know, I think that about covers it. You know, I think the cameras here are very nice on both phones, and you're not going to be too disappointed. I think you can get some mods, obviously, with the Moto. I think there is a camera mod. I'm not 100% sure though, which might even improve the experience even more. Personally, I'm not 100% sold on like mods. I'd prefer them to just, you know, just put everything into the phone, and then, you know, make for an all-in-one package. But I'm guessing there's people out there who do appreciate it. So yeah, just a quick little camera comparison here between the Moto Z Play and the OnePlus 3. If you've got any questions, do let me know, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.